Hello, welcome back to live shopping here at Highlight Crafts. It's 6 o'clock, it's a Tuesday, which of course can only mean one thing. It's the third of our scan and cut shows here on live shopping today, and we have got a fantastic jam-packed hour for you all. Lots of amazing goodies on this counter. If you did not manage to actually tune into any of our earlier shows, don't worry, you've not missed out. We've still got plenty coming up in this show for you and lots of inspiration as well. Now, we do have a giveaway and we will be giving you details of that in just a few moments time. But before we get into all of that, especially if you are brand new to us here on our live shopping shows, I'm just going to explain to you how easy it is to shop with us here at Highlight Crafts. Now, there are a few different ways that you can watch us on our live shows. You might be watching over on our website. It could be on our YouTube, on our Facebook, or on our Instagram pages. Now, if you are watching over on Facebook or on our Instagram, super simple to shop. It literally could not be easier. While you're watching, into that comments box, you're just going to type in a code. Now, every single item that we go through on this counter will have its own little code attached, and you'll see some of those have just been scrolling through on your screen there, so you can get a sort of idea as to all of the different codes. Now, into that box, you're just going to type the word shop, followed by whatever that code might be. Then what will happen is we will send you a message into your inbox, so please do make sure you check in your inbox once you've typed that comment in, and on that message it will have a link. Now, please do just click through that link, and that link will take you over onto our website at Highlight Crafts. Now, you'll then see that whatever those items or items were will be waiting for you in your basket, ready for you to check out. But before you do check out, if you are already a member of our Club Highlight, please do make sure that you're logging in to your account. Or if you're not a member, perhaps you're brand new to us here at Live Shopping and you've never seen our Club Highlight before, please do make sure you sign up. It's a fabulous club. It's completely free to join. No joining fee, no subscription, none of that. Just all the good stuff. And when we talk about good stuff, we're saying savings on every single order you make, not just your first one, not just full priced items, but literally every order you make with us here at Highlight Crafts, you will be getting at least 5% off that order, which is fabulous. Then on top of that, you will be getting points on every single order you make, and as you start to build up those points, you can then begin to redeem those to get money off your future orders. Plus, every order of over £35, you will be getting your free postage and packing as well. So lots and lots of reasons to join our club. So please do make sure you've joined up, get yourself logged in, and then you can check those baskets out. Now, if you prefer to watch and shop over on our website, again, completely up to you, and again, super simple to do that. Next to that show that you're watching, you'll see all those items will then start to scroll through as we start to show them to you. Whichever ones you want to go for, just click on them, add them to your basket. Once again, get yourself logged in, and they can check out your baskets, and your goodies will be with you very, very soon. Now, if you want to make sure that you never miss a show, perhaps you absolutely love watching our Scan and Cut shows, and you want to make sure that you're getting reminders to watch every single one of those shows, into that comments box, please do make sure you type the word live, and then it means that we can give you reminders for all of our live shows, which just makes it super easy, so you can never miss a show again. Now, I did say we had a giveaway, and this is really rather quite exciting, I have to say. Now, we'd have a little question. Pretty easy question. I think you'll be all right with this, you guys at home. And our question for the show is, our graphics program that we use here at Highlight Crafts is called what? We'll give you the first two words. You've just got to complete and type in that third word. So the first two words are my craft, and then you just need to type in whatever that third word might be for the graphics program we use here at Highlight Crafts. You literally see it day in, day out. So if you're a regular viewer, super easy. Type that word into the comments box, and then if you're chosen as the winner, a little bit exciting, because we probably shouldn't even really be showing you this, but we're going to do it anyway. It's launching tomorrow. It's not even launched yet, and this is art in bloom. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. This is incredible. The florals that you're getting in this are just outstanding. All those beautiful watercolored backgrounds as well that you're getting here, and this could be yours for absolutely nothing if you are the winner of our giveaway this evening. Now, I don't want to spoil all the surprise for tomorrow morning, so I won't show you it all. We'll just give you a little flavour. It is worth $34.99, and you could be winning this, but please do make sure you join us at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Mel and Stephanie have got the launch of this amazing collection, and it is, as you can see there, it is a beauty. So do make sure you're getting your answer into the comments for that question, and then make sure you tune in tomorrow 8 o'clock in the morning. Now, I think that's all the housekeeping out of the way, so we'll leave that to one side, and we'll get started with all the goodies that we've got on this evening's show. Now this launched this morning, and I have to say the dies were so popular, they've already sold out. When you see the artwork and how beautiful it is, I think you'll see why, quite frankly. But you do still have the opportunity to get a hold of this fabulous brand new collection in your digital and your SVG format. Now, this is the latest of our flowers of the month, and it's all about the Pinecone this month, which is something a little bit different, but it's going to be perfect for all of your autumnal and your winter makes. Absolutely beautiful artwork within this one. Now, we'll start off with our SVG cutting files. Now you are getting your three, almost like your die sets I suppose, but in your digital format. So you start off with your beautiful builder bouquet. Those are all your component parts, great for building up your own compositions, or if you're doing things like your wreaths and you just need those little fillers just to finish it off beautifully, that is going to be perfect. Then we move on to our over the edge pinecone. Once again, you get that beautiful detailed die cut in the middle, surrounded by your two outline dies, almost like a split unity as we call it. And I know Mel's going to be showing us a few different techniques as to how we can use those fabulous outer dies. Then you're also getting your Pinecone swag, which is a collection of two lovely little finishing touch files there, which are going to be that perfect completing piece to your compositions. Now, with it being an SVG cutting file, it means that you don't just get the one size, you do get three different sizes of these fabulous artworks alongside your decoupage layers as well. And then, as if that wasn't enough already, you'll also be getting all of your reflections, not just for your regular sort of the right way around, I suppose to call it, you'll also get your reverse as well. So if you want to be doing things like your aperture cards and you want one of the reflections on one side and then one back to back on the other, you've got the ability to do that with your reverse reflections, which is super cool. So that's your SVG cutting files. If you want to go for that on its own, it is $9.99 and it's shop SVG if you want to go for that on its own, but I think you want the artwork to go alongside it because it does go hand in hand and just gives you so many more options when it comes to all of your creations. So we start off with our lovely elements. So these are great for bringing into Minecraft Studio, building your own compositions digitally, and then you can print them out to your heart's content. All that lovely artwork that you saw in the SVG cutting file format has almost like been broken down for you to give you all of those component parts. Absolutely fabulous for building up your own custom designs. Then we move on to our reflections. Now, if you did get the dies earlier, that's what you're going to be using alongside those. But if you are going for the SVG cutting files, don't worry, we will provide those reflections for you as well. Then we move on to our beautiful digital stamps. I mean, how gorgeous are these? Can you imagine these in your pyrography? Perhaps on something like a coaster for Christmas morning. It would be absolutely beautiful. But all that gorgeous detail is included in your line work format. Then we move on to our textures, and these are fabulous. It's like it's been zoomed right into a pine cone, and you get all that beautiful texture, all that detail in that range of colours. Or it couldn't be a pine cone at all. It could be the roof for a gingerbread house. It could be the roof for a birdhouse or the roof of a beach hut. Lots of different options, but a fabulous, really different texture to have included there. And don't forget as well, take it into Minecraft Studio, change up that colour, and you'll have even more options when it comes to that. Then we move on to our overlays, which are fabulous for popping over your different colours. So the background is transparent, and all of these designs can be going on to all of your different colour backgrounds, or just leave them as they are for a lovely, really subtle background pattern. So we've got one sheet of those with 11 designs, and then we move on to a further 5 here with these beautiful designs, all matching, of course, with those gorgeous SVG cutting files. So everything is going to coordinate together perfectly. And then we move on to your freebie. So this, when you go for the bundle, you are not going to pay a penny for this, which is fabulous. Now, if you do want to go for the Minecraft Studio on its own, it's shop MCS $8.99. But when you're going for the collection, you are going to get this beautiful download. And how different are these? Really rich, really deep, bold, striking designs that you've got here. Just a gorgeous collection, and you're not paying a penny for that fabulous artwork there. Shop digital if you want to go for both your SVG and your Minecraft Studio, which is then going to come alongside your backgrounds for free, and that's $14.99 to go for that full collection. Like I say, we are sold out of the dies. That's a great opportunity to get a hold of some of that beautiful artwork. Now, we do have a few of our starter kits on the show. These were proving really popular earlier, and Mel showed you that fabulous demonstration at 12 o'clock of how you can start to spot foil onto all of your pattern papers, which is just super, super cool. So we will show you, first of all, we'll show you that fabulous embossing starter kit. This one is shop kit, and you do get the ability to do all of those beautiful embossing techniques onto your projects alongside your ScanNCut. So if I turn this over, you can see everything that you're getting included as part of this kit here. You're getting all your tools you require. You can unlock your extra downloads as well using that card. You don't have to if you don't want to, that choice is yours. Everything you need included to get started with your embossing. And as part of this collection, we're not just going to give you that fabulous kit, we are also going to throw in some of our beautiful vellum. Now we call it vellum, but quite frankly, it's a lot more like parchment given how thick and heavyweight this is. 280 GSM with this one. You can even use it alongside your water brush pens. You can add a bit of water to this to get those lovely coloured effects as well. So 6 sheets of that included, should be $12.99 on its own, but it is coming as part of this bundle when you type in shop kit for $69.99. Now foiling, now this is going to elevate your projects to that next level. Like we were saying earlier with your pattern papers, it's going to work a treat. Alongside your reflections, of course, you can be foiling your reflections by using those detailed cut lines. But you are going to get that full starter kit there, shop foil for $43.99. Once again, self-contained kit, so you're getting everything you need to get started. Mel's just handed this in, thank you, Mel.
Welcome.
Look at this, oh my goodness. So that download that we were looking at earlier, absolutely beautiful in its own right, and don't forget you are getting this for absolutely nothing, which is fabulous. But if you want to make it even more fabulous, how about going in and foiling over the top using your ScanNCut? My goodness me, that is a little bit special, isn't it? And that could be onto every single one of your pattern papers, whether it's going to be a download or whether it's going to be your physical pattern papers, all those pads that you've hoarded over the years, make them that little bit more special by adding your foiling, which is a fabulous technique to be doing. So if you want to go for your foiling kit, that one is shop foil and that one is $43.99. So a couple of different options if you want to sort of expand the possibilities of your ScanNCut. And talking of ScanNCuts, I will just have to let you know, the Tattered Lace ScanNCut.
Please, can I do that bit?
Oh, Mel is going to let you know. Come on in.
I need to do that bit, Lily. I love you, but I need to do this bit.
Go on. It's
exciting. So every single one of you that have got a Tattered Lace machine in your basket, please check it out because it is fully allocated.
There's only one left.
Oh, there's only one person left to check out, and it's in somebody's basket. So welcome to the Brother family. Oh, I'm so excited to take you on this journey. You're going to have a lovely time, but congratulations. I needed to come in and do that bit. Oh, I've got something else for you as well.
Oh,
bear with.
Oh, I'm excited.
Oh, the line cooler.
I'm intrigued.
Look at the Pinecone
Oh
embossed.
my gosh, that is amazing.
Look at it embossed with the glitter behind it.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
Isn't that fabulous?
That's beautiful.
Ooh.
Absolutely beautiful.
There you are. Can
you imagine there if you had your reflection underneath?
Yes, exactly that. Exactly that.
Like that.
There you
It's
are.
a little bit exciting, isn't it?
Brilliant.
I like that. And how beautiful is that vellum?
That's what I've been up to. Because they're all asking what I'm up to.
She's been busy beavering
I'm busy
away. Look at that.
Trying to keep out of mischief.
Well,
it's never going to happen.
Look at that.
Never going to happen.
Absolutely gorgeous. Now, we have had a little update. I'm not surprised, quite frankly. Our Pinecone download is busy. Who would have thought?
Good.
She's busy with the dies this morning. I think if you did miss out on the dies, and you have, perhaps you've just bought your brand new ScanNCut today. Maybe you're taking that first step on your journey. You're thinking, I missed the dies, but I don't need to worry. I can get them from a ScanNCut. Now is the time to do it because this is brand new when it comes to your flower of the month. I know it's not technically a flower, but close enough. We'll just brush that under the rug. It's pretty, we love it, and you guys are loving it as well. It is super busy. I've just heard we've got a few people that just joined us. Hello, good evening. Lovely to have you with us for this show. We're talking all things ScanNCut, and this is proving super popular. So a few different options that you can go for. You can go for the SVGs on their own, you can go for the Minecraft Studio on its own, or you can go for them both together. And when you go for them both together, you do get a little freebie as well, which is absolutely fabulous, which is your gorgeous festive foliage backing papers. I mean, how dramatic are those?
Beautiful, aren't they?
Just incredible, aren't they, Mel? Absolutely gorgeous. Are we going to be seeing this in demonstration next?
We are. We're actually going to make a Gatefold card.
Oh,
I know. Check me out.
shall we do that?
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Should we do it now?
No, we need to go down the counter.
Keep on going.
please.
Keep on going.
Vinyl and glitter card.
I'm excited.
You can't let the customers not have the product. Come on, Lily. I know you love that glitter card, but you have to share.
I do. Do we know how many of these we've got left?
Is that the non-shed glitter?
Yeah. All gone.
All gone.
It's a shame.
Well, technically there appear to be 2 left that haven't been checked out.
Oh, you have to check this out. Let me quickly show you. If this is in your basket, please. Look at it, it's lovely.
Well, check it out, or if you decide
Check
you
it
don't
out.
want it, take it out, then somebody else can have it.
Or if you really want to jump on the website and give it out of somebody's basket.
Well, yeah.
Diane!
I'll tell you to do that.
Diane!
That was Katie.
Katie.
Oh, you little
Katie.
fibber! You
How
little
could you?
fibber!
Get it checked
Blinking
out.
heck.
Look at that. Get
Isn't
it
that
checked
lovely?
out. But you can use that alongside your ScanNCut. No shed. Doesn't even feel like a glitter card, which is fabulous. But that is technically gone. So please check those baskets out.
Absolutely, we'll try and get some more for you.
You never saw it. There we go. Something that we do have in stock though, and is equally beautiful. Vinyl. Now, this is brilliant. All your vinyl. And it is contents may vary, but you are going to get 30 fabulous sheets of your self-adhesive vinyl. Now, some of these will be matte, some of them will be glossy, and some of them will be metallic, a little bit like that. Look at that. It's like your brushed metal finish onto there.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. Can you imagine all of your beautiful sentiments, those really detailed sentiment files, cut out of that, stick it onto your project, and you are good to go. All these beautiful different colours, a real range, everything from your bright, bold colour tones right the way down to your beautiful neutrals, that lovely brown there, with a bit of that gold.
Love that.
Oh.
Introduce Katie.
Oh.
It's a wave, you have to wave now,
Have a look.
Katie. This is a thing.
See if I can get. Oh,
There
there
you
she is.
are, look.
Hello.
No,
There's
move it up
Mel.
a bit.
Mel in the
There
background
you are.
there.
Go on, keep going up a bit, Lily.
Oh, oh.
There you go. There she is. Oh no, that's the ceiling.
There you go. There she is.
Yes.
Got there in the end. Lovely. Right, so you get mirrors included, as you can see there. You can find everyone who's in your craft room while you. Maybe it's the cat in the background. Maybe the cat sneaked up. Oh, now that's gorgeous. Look at that. That matte black. Oh, can you imagine all your silhouettes cut out of that? Isn't it
Look at
posh?
that.
Oh, that caught my attention. That though, alongside.
You put some building wax on that.
Those two together. Oh, that's a lovely combination. Oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You are going to get 30 sheets, and contents will vary, but you're going to get some gorgeous stuff. That is for certain. $24.99. One of my favourite item codes. Shop self. There you go.
Listen, wait
At
till you
this
get
time
shop
of
sheet, then you know you're in trouble.
Not at this time of night, please.
Shop
please.
sheet. Somebody's actually emailed in. You didn't see the show the other day with me and Steph, well, the other week with me and Stephanie. So we were talking about a sheet, and she said, "Did you just say
Oh, yeah.
on air?"
Yeah.
And I went, "No, but you did." It was one of those classics. Then she went, "Oh, I did." I was like, "Yes, I know you did."
Oh, dear.
Right, can we do the toolkit and the paper? Because we've got a question.
Yeah.
Tricia says, when printing reflections on pure paper, is it the setting that it should be on for the printer-like glossy print? No, when you're printing on our pure print, and it must be pure print, Tricia, not premium pure print, and it doesn't just do regular settings. It doesn't matter. You don't need anything special for that because it isn't a specialist coating. It's just your regular printing paper. Well, we say regular, I mean, it's blinking amazing, but
Nothing regular.
you know what I
about it,
mean.
but
No, but you know what I mean. Right, do you want to do
Paper.
those two and then we'll go
Absolutely.
into this demo?
So, given we've just talked about it here, let's show you this fabulous paper. Now, this is 140 GSM. It's $12.99 for 100 sheets of your 140 GSM. Like Mel said, it's going to print like an absolute dream. But the reason why Mel loves to use this on her ScanNCut alongside the reflections is that when you start to build up those decoupage layers, you're not going to get, that horrible white edge that you can sometimes get if you use your thicker cardstock. None of this with this. You can still shape it, so if you want to mould all those lovely decoupage layers, it's going to work a treat for that, and it's just a staple in your crafty stash. So 100 sheets there of your pure print paper for $12.99, and it's shop 40 if you want to go for that one. Now, toolkit. Now, I saw this for the first time earlier today. I won't say what apparently
You can
customer
say it.
called this.
Yeah, cat's bottom.
Cat's bottom. Apparently.
Does look like a cat's bottom.
Well, now
I'm not
you've
gonna
said
lie. Well, there you go. She was
Right.
right.
See that, can you?
No,
No,
you can't see it.
unfortunately. I tell you what I first thought it looked like. I thought it looked like an egg cup with teeth in.
Yeah.
Can anyone else? Yeah, Dan, that's a
Because
little
you
bit
get
better.
those all over the place.
You do, don't you?
But I bet that
Yeah.
works
I
for
saw them on a
all
buy
those
one get one free at Tesco's today, an egg cup with teeth in it.
Yeah, they're very popular, don't
They
you
are.
know?
I bet if you pushed your egg in it, I
Ooh.
bet it sold it.
They probably would actually. Maybe we should try that out.
Try it. With a cooked one, not a raw one, in case it doesn't.
Oh yeah, yeah, that'd be a bit grim, wouldn't it? Mind you, I suppose it's quite clean.
Yeah?
Lots of uses, but It's not actually for any of those things. It's to use alongside your vinyl. Believe it or not, it wasn't designed as an egg cup. So if you're getting your vinyl out of your cuts, you can use this lovely super sharp tool, and it does come with a protective cap. Please do try and make sure you keep that on after you finish using it. But you can pop your waste into there, and it just all discards it into your little egg cup.
Oh,
it's
there
good,
you go.
Light bulb, not for your eggs.
Get it.
There you go. How easy and just quick and simple to do that. We love it. So your egg cup with teeth, it's included. Just one of the items. You're going to get your lovely little weeding tool included as well. This show's taken a real turn, hasn't it?
Well, I'm not going to lie. I've just said to Diane, it looks like, you know, when you're breastfeeding and you fill up all your bottles and you can have a good night's sleep. Somebody else can feed that baby. That's what it looked. That's what mine used to look like anyway.
There you go.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear. So that's included. You get your weeding tool. You get your like your spatula, palette knifey sort of thing. If you want to use, that's his technical term. I think it is anyway. Close enough. So if you do want to use that in your mixed media alongside all your paste, you can absolutely be doing that. Lovely quality metal end to that one. Then we have our scissors. Love the fact that with these you do get your little protective sheath on the end of there, so that can just come off.
I did that this morning. You've got to pull at the wax. There you go.
Is there any reason why I would want to pull that
I've
off?
no idea.
Maybe there is. Maybe you guys at home know. Let us know if you do. But you can take your protective sheath off, and then if you do have this in your craft bag, you're not going to pop your hand into your bag and it's going to actually cut your hand. So it's nicely protected by having that protective sheath onto there. And then we have our little baby scraper. Goes alongside his mummy scraper. It's going to work perfectly hand in hand. You see Mel use this literally every single time she works with her ScanNCut. But if you're working with something like your thinner weight fabrics, this is ideal. Once you've got it onto your mat and you want to take it up, it works a treat by having that lovely thin sort of chamfered edge to your little baby scraper there. So baby scraper is included. And then you do also get your tweezers. Now these are your reverse tweezers. If you love your Sospeso Trasparente, then this is going to be absolutely perfect for using alongside that when you've got your shapes and you're holding them over your tea light. That's going to work perfectly alongside that technique, but it's always useful, let's be honest. We always need a good few pairs of tweezers in our crafty stash, and to have your reverse tweezers is brilliant. And everything you get there is included in a lovely little zip-up case, so everything is going to be housed perfectly inside there, so you know exactly where all of your crucial tools are, and they're all ready to be used when you need them. $24.99. It's shop vinyl. We're good to go for that one.
We are good to go. Right, now then, let's do some of these questions, shall we? So Pam R, evening Pam.
Hello.
Says, good evening Mel, please could you tell me if it's possible to make an over the edge card with SVG files? Absolutely it is. Ooh. So let me show you. I've just done this gatefold with the Pinecone using the reflection cut. It's fabulous that, isn't it? So when you line that up, your reflection will fit perfectly over the top, and the outside edge, hang on, I'll show you. It's easy just to show you, isn't it? Honestly. Right, like that. So you'll have one that goes there, and then you'll have the other one that fits perfectly on there. Now, if you wanted an edge to it, you could create an offset line first, if that's what you wanted to do. But how pretty is that?
That's gorgeous.
And then all you need is your paper inside and your sentiment, and you're done, aren't you?
But how effective?
Right, so let's show you how to do that first of all. I was about to say if I can remember. No, it's fine. I think I've been doing this a while. Right, so first of all right, so let's just get everything back to where we were before. And that glue, Katie. It's awkward, isn't it? It really is awkward, this set, but it has to be done this way. Right, so first thing we need is the outside edge of the Pinecone over the edge. Now, I was talking to you earlier on when we did the dies about the split unity. And the split unity we don't do for ScanNCut because, let me draw it out. I'm better drawing it. I'm drawing on the back of the glitter card. It's all right. I can use the front of it. Right, so if you've got a square, for example, like that, and then you've got your split unity, which is a line, you can't weld a line to a shape. It has to be a shape. So even if you went in and took away the nodes for that line, you still wouldn't be able to weld that to that. You could put it up to it and it will cut it, and that would work. But we don't even need to worry about any of that because we can just use the file, the reflection file. So first thing we're going to do is access that through the USB. So we're going to our SVG files, go into the Flower of the Month Pinecone, and we'll go to the Over the Edge. Now you've got your detail designs, which is what I've just used to do that embossing, your matte layers, which is what would be your outside die, you know, when you get the second die, your base die, and then we've also got our reflection cuts. So let's use the large one, and let's use the actual reflection itself. So all you're going to get in here is the outline. Okay, so first of all, we need to get rid of that rectangle because we're not cutting a reflection, we're working with this. Secondly, we're going to get rid of, we can keep it, I guess. No, let's just get rid of it. And then this one, we're going to rotate 90 degrees anti-clockwise because this is the bottom of the design. So if you look at the design next to here, this is where that little leaf is. There, you can see at the bottom, and that's where the stem is. So you can see, so always have a look at your reflection. Now we need 2 of those, and we need one to be facing in the opposite direction. So I just find it easier to duplicate it and flip it, okay, instead of trying to work out which way it needs to go. Now, when you're creating a gatefold card, you might think you need to have them like that, but you need it opposite because it's going to fold over. So you need this one on the right so that when it folds over, this point is facing in. Does that make sense? And then you need this one on the left so that when you fold that over, those 2 points come together like that. So it's opposite. So when I've done this, you'll see you've got that piece at the top there, and that piece at the top there. So set it up and then it's the opposite, if you like. Right, so we've now got those 2 pieces. So the first thing I'm going to do is just group those 2 together. So we multiple select everything that's on the mat, press OK. We continue editing the object, and then we're going to group that together. That button, that edit object, is what people get stuck on. When I've taught classes here, it's always that. So you go to edit, and then you're like, right, where's all my resize and everything? The machine would ask you, what are you editing? And you're editing the object. Okay, so it's just that extra element that you need to remember. Right, the next thing we're going to do is find out how big this is. So it's 135 millimeters high. Okay, so what we need to do now is bring on a square that we're going to use to score in the middle. Okay, so if we press OK and we add and we go in to our patterns and we go into our basic shapes, remember all this content is in your machine's memory. We're going to make that 135 millimeters because that's the height and I want the width to be the same. So we're going to set that then on the mat. So I've now got my 2 pieces and my square in the middle. So the first thing that we're going to do, we need to make that wider first of all. So actually what I can do now is duplicate that. So I've got 2. Okay, and one of them we're going to bring up here and we're going to go into resize and we're going to stretch it to, I've written all my little numbers down, 296 because it has to be divisible by 4. And I'll explain why in a minute. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it does. Now, don't do that because you just worked before. Don't do that one. Oh, you little horror. What are you doing now? Why will you not go wider? That doesn't make any sense. Right, if you ever get that, let's just try rotating it slightly. Because sometimes when you rotate it, you can get it slightly bigger. So let's go into resize and try that. Might let me. No, you're not going to let me, are you, little monkey? You did it before. I don't know why you're not doing it now. Right, let's have a look. Let's see if we can get it now. No, not doing it. Right, all right, well, we'll work on these measurements then. So I'm just undoing that and taking that back to where it was before. That's bothering me now because it doesn't usually do that. Let me just check my cut area. Make sure that that's fully scaled out at either side. Okay. No, it's not going to let me do it. Right, so we'll do it with 292. So that is 146. So I'm going to write this out, right? Because this is how my brain works. I know, I'm sorry. 292. Now you need to divide it by 4 because a gatefold card is 4 sections. So you've got that one, and then the back is double of that. Yeah, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. That's why we're dividing it by 4. So 292 divided by 4 is 146. And then you need to divide that by 2. Okay, so 146, and then you will get
73.
No, hang on a minute.
Oh, sorry.
Hang on, give me a minute. 146 divided by 2 is 73. Okay, so we need a 292 millimetre rectangle and a 146 millimetre square. Yeah, is that right, Katie? Because I know Katie's good at numbers as well. Right, so first thing we're going to do is we are going to, let me think about this, get to that next space. Is that right? I don't think I've done that right. Let me think about this. I think I need to make that narrower. I've just done it. Oh, right. Hang on. Let's undo that and get it back. Right, let's get this bit here. Let's get rid of that for a minute and just work this bit out. So let's bring that up. Let's put that in the middle. That's how I did it. So we're going to multiple select, Melanie, multiple select everything on the map, press OK, and we're going to align that square just to start with, because if we align it now, we can then make it wider and it will go from the central point out. So resize. Separate the height and the width, there you are, and then make it wider, okay? So we want it to be, I'm going to go about there, I think. If you want it any wider, you can make that happen. Right, so I'm just going to check again that that is still aligned to the middle, because that's really important. Otherwise, you'll have a wonky gatefold card and nobody wants that. Right, so now we've got that, we're going to tap the screen and we're going to move that rectangle, well, we're going to weld it, that's what we're going to do. Multiple select, good grief. Everything on the map, press a code. Do you know what, it's just, you know when you get to that time of day and you're like ready to close your eyes and your brain won't function, I'm at that time of day. But yeah, I'm fine. And then we're going to weld it. Right, there we go. So now you've got your basics of your card. There we go. Now you're going to add your square in. So now, sorry, Katie, you've got to keep coming back and leaning on that uncomfortable counter, love, I'm afraid. Right, so now we want the square that's going to score, don't we? So we're going to bring this in and we're going to make this now 146 by 135. So edit, object edit, resize. So the height is going to go to 135 because that's the height of the actual card shape itself. And let me just check that, yeah, make sure I'm right. And then we're going to separate the height and the width. This is one of the functions that I absolutely love about the ScanNCut, because it means that you can make the project that you want to make, not the project that you have to make. So what we need to do now is put that in the middle of there, because this is going to be our score line, okay? So we're going to multiple select everything, press OK, go to our directional arrow buttons, your alignment function at the top, and we're going to align it centrally vertically and centrally horizontally. We're then going to press OK, we're going to move that up the mat, and then we're going to tap that screen to release those shapes. Right, now then when you're scoring, we're going to score with the blade. And the reason that we're scoring with the blade is because I don't care what company it is, if you've got an embossing ball tool and nothing to push it into, all you're going to do is get a shiny line down your card, because there's nowhere to push into those fibres. We could do it on the embossing mat, but the embossing mat is A4, so we do it with a blade. And the other reason for doing it with a blade is, if you've got something like a scoreboard, there's a groove, a channel that that ball tool goes into. From the left-hand side of that channel, all the way down and back up to the right-hand side, has a measurement. So not only does the line have a height, but it has a width. Or if it has a width, it has a height. What we want is a line. So a line will either have a height or a width. It won't have both. So it's absolutely pinpoint accurate. But there's a little trick. So we could press OK, and then we go to please select. Now we're going to cut. The first thing we're going to do is put half cut on. Okay, so this is going to make that cut shallower. Now, even on a really thick cardstock, sometimes it can it can cut too far down. So what I've done is taken the half cut pressure, not the regular pressure, but the half cut pressure to -4. Because I know with my blade on this machine, that's what works. You watch now, it'll prove me wrong, won't it? Of course it will. But you've got to think about that. So a negative pressure is taking the force off, and a positive pressure is putting more force on. Okay, that's really important. So now we've got that, what we have to do is cut the whole thing with that shallow blade, because we need it to put these score lines in, and you don't want to move it. So if you cut it now and then try to put the score lines in, you saw what happened when I aligned it, it moved. So we need to keep it where it is. So we're going to press start on there. And this is fabulous. Now then, we have no tattered lace machines left. Well done. If you manage to get yourself one, you've got a cracking deal there. Now we do have the SDX 1200 in stock. So if you're somebody that's been waiting for the machine that has the more content and it also has the bigger screen, then we have it in stock for you right now. It's sat in our warehouse as we speak. So what you get in the box, right, so you've got your SDX 1200, you also get a low tack mat and a standard mat. Okay, so you get one of each. You then get your regular, so your auto blade. Oh no, it's working. I thought it was going to prove me wrong then. You get your auto blade. You also get your fabric auto blade. Now the fabric blade is absolutely phenomenal. And you would expect it to be, because it's from Brother, and Brother do all that kind of sewing stuff, don't they? Sewing machines, embroidery machines, all sorts. Sewing stuff. I know, well, Katie. David does all the nice words, and I'm just like, it's brilliant, you need it. Right, so you'll get that in there. You also get the Brother pen holder and the pens. So you get 6 drawing pens, and you also get 2 erasable pens, one that's water soluble and one that's air erasable, that you can draw on your fabric. So you can scan your fabric in, position the shapes where you want them to be. It will draw them on your fabric so you've got a sewing line, and then it will cut them with a 1/4 inch seam allowance if that's what you want to do. It's ridiculous. So you get the fabric in there as well. I've actually cut the SVG version of the Tattered Lace Chandelier, and it cut it out of fabric, and you couldn't even see where it had cut. It's incredible. Right, so I'll come back to it in a minute. I'm just going to carry on doing this because I need you to see this. So now we go back, we go to edit, and we get rid of the square because we've done its job now. It's given me those score lines. So now what we're going to do is go to please select and cut. And all you need to do now is go into your settings, down to page 2, and turn half cut off. And then you can ask it to start cutting again. Right, so that's what you get inside your box. You also get a roll of a high contact adhesive sheet, they call it, that you can put onto a low tack mat to stabilise your fabric without having to iron a stabiliser onto your fabric. To be honest, I just use stencil glue on the mat, make it nice and sticky, because it works. So it's up to you. Right, so inside the machine's memory, 1,303 images, icons and shapes and phrases. So you get 1,303 that you can cut in a minimum of 200 different sizes each. I know, it's a lot. Some machines out there, you get 12. Do the 12
Great.
shapes.
Whoopie-doo, 12.
Right, 12. So 1,303, 17 full fonts, so uppercase, lowercase, numbers and punctuation, and 100 quilt blocks. Now we have deal on you. I think it's the deal that's on Diane. It's the one with the tattered lace, isn't it? Yeah. Right, lovely. So 419. So this should be $5.99. That's its recommended retail. We've knocked £100 off. I know, because we can. So $4.99 is your price. Now then, we are including in that bundle 24 issues of the Tattered Lace magazine. So what does that mean? It means that if there were 45 projects in that magazine, as a ScanNCut user, you can make every single one of them because we give you every single file for all the projects. I wanted you to have a magazine that when you opened it, didn't matter what project you opened it on, you could make it. So from the card base, the mats, the layers, the printables, the charisma, the sentiments, all of it, everything that you need to make all of those projects. And you're getting that 24 times because we did 2 years worth. That is incredible. There's nearly 10,000 SVG files in that. There's almost 1,000 classes because Amanda filmed a lot of the classes, and you get all of that artwork. Now you can also use that going forward. You don't just have to use it in those projects. The best way to learn your ScanNCut is to use it, and the most fun way to use it is to do a project, and that is exactly what you can do with that. So $499 is going to get you the SDX 1200 with that full auto blade connectivity and all of those extras. Right, now then, if you look on this side, you can't see that score line at all. If I turn it over, you can just see it there, but this is what I want to show you. Look how pinpoint accurate that score line is. That is amazing, and it's done with a blade. Now, it's not supposed to do that, but there's a lot of things we're not supposed to do, but I like doing them. And then look at that. So you've then got your perfect gatefold card that you can then attach those reflections to. So the answer to your question is yes. Now, to make a header die, that's a little bit different. So it's easier, actually. It is. So if you just, let's go home and do this one as well. So we're going to retrieve that information again from the USB. And we're going to use the over the edge again because this will make a lovely header, and the reflections and the large, okay? And we want that. So first of all, you need to decide which way you want that header to be. So let's put that in the bin, and let's put that in the bin, and then let's work this through logically. So that right now, that way is that you've got on the screen. So really what we want the header to be is that way around, don't we? We want it to be with these facing down, because and also you've got more to attach it to at the top there. Okay, so we're going to rotate that. Another thing that I love about it, because you can just rotate it like that, super easy. So this time we're looking at the width of it now rather than the height. So 135 because we've turned it round. So all we're going to do now is add, and we'll go into our basic shapes and our squares, and let's use a rounded corner one. And let's bring this down here. So we're going to make that first of all. No, why are you doing that, Melanie? Don't want to do that. You want to do this. You're going to separate the height and the width, and you're going to make that 135 millimeters wide, like that. Then you decide how deep you want that to be. So if you want it to be a taller card or a narrower card, you might want it to be a table setting, a name place. If you want to do that, so you could have all of your Christmas table matching, which would be very posh. I like the idea of that, because you could even have the menu printed off on it. In fact, you don't even need to print it because it would draw it for you.
Oh, I tell you what you could do. For the name, if it were going to be for your names, you could foil the name.
You could.
Oh, that'd be a bit special,
You could foil it in calligraphy.
Oh, wow.
Because if you've got the calligraphy starter kit, you can write it with the pen, scan it in, and then create a cutting file with it that you can then fill in with the glue and foil over the top. Diane's going to end up having one of these machines, even though she doesn't want one. We do want one, but you haven't got time, right? No, that's what I'm like with Minecraft Studio, and it's so frustrating because I want to learn all of it, but it's time. If only we could buy time, right? Right, okay, so let's weld this together. So you're going to now, if you wanted this to then fold back so it stood up like an easel, so like, can't do it on that, like that, you would then put your score line wherever you needed it to go. Does that make sense? So instead of having that forward, you'd have that like that, and or just a plain rectangle, and then another one with the score line. So we'd create that V. Yeah, does that make sense? Like that.
Yep. Right,
let's weld this together. So we're going to multiple select everything on the mat, press OK, go to Object, Edit, and weld it together. And there's your header card. So the answer to your question is yes. There's not many times that people ask me questions and it's a no. Usually it's, can I cut 3mm MDF? Absolutely, categorically not. Please don't do that. One, because it will break your blade, and two, because the dust that comes off it, not good. And secondly, can I cut balsa wood? And the answer to that is no, because balsa wood will just splinter and you'll end up with it all over your mat, and that's not good because you won't get it off. So apart from that, oh, can I cut 4mm acrylic?
Oh no.
I know. I get asked all of these questions. I'm like, no, I don't think it'd like that.
No.
In the best possible way. It'd just go, absolutely not. Right, Lily, do you want to do some quick recaps?
Absolutely,
And then
I
if
do.
we've got time, we'll come back and cut vinyl for you as well.
Right.
I'll set it up.
I think we need to give you guys at home a reminder of our brand new Flower of the Month. Now, this
Absolutely.
launched this morning. The dies have already gone. So if you do want to get a little bit of this beautiful artwork, if you want to get in on the action when it comes to your pine cones, this is the way to do it. Now, a couple of different options when it comes to how you can go for this beautiful artwork. We'll start off with our SVG cutting files, and for this one it's shop SVG $9.99. We'll get you all of these beautiful cutting files. You've got your builder bouquet with all your component parts, you've got your over the edge pine cone that you've just seen in action with Mel there, and you get your pine cone swag. Now, every single one of these has your corresponding reflections, both your front facing and that flipped like mirror image backside of them, so to speak. And you do also get 3 different sizes of every single one and your decoupage layers as well. So if you want to go for that on its own, it's shop SVG for $9.99. We do then have our beautiful Minecraft Studio artwork. So if you're more of a digital crafter, perhaps you don't yet have a ScanNCut, this is going to be the one to go for you. Shop MCS $8.99 will get you all of this beautiful digital artwork. You get your lovely elements on there. You get, if you do get the dies that we had this morning, you've got your reflections to go alongside included on there. You get all of these beautiful digital stamps, great for your foiling, for your pyrography, or if you love a bit of colouring, that's going to be ideal for that as well. We then bring in all of our beautiful textures, so it's like we've zoomed in really close detail up to that pinecone texture, and you've got that in all of those different colourways included. We then move on to our overlays, so these are great for adding to all those different colours of backgrounds, or just using them as they are. They are going to be beautiful backgrounds for all of your cards and other projects that you're creating with this lovely artwork. Yet more overlays included as part of your Minecraft Studio. And then we move on to your freebie. Now, this is stunning, absolutely super striking artwork. Now, if you want to go for this one on its own, it's shop foliage. But if you are going for the bundle, which the details are now on your screen for, which is shop digital for $14.99, all these beautiful, really bold, striking backgrounds are going to be included for absolutely nothing. So I'd say the best value and the best way to go for in terms of getting all those options to create with is going for shop digital, which encompasses your free download, your Minecraft Studio, and your SVG cutting files as well. And that is brand new, literally hot off the press, launched only this morning and proved super popular. Now, talking of new things, this one is so new, it's not even launched yet, but we do have a fabulous giveaway. So if you do want the opportunity to get your hands on our Art in Bloom download that is coming 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, all you need to do is answer our question. Now, it's a pretty easy question. I think our regular viewers won't be struggling with this one too much, but it's what is our artwork, our download graphics program that we use day in, day out here at Highlight Crafts. We'll give you the first 2 words. You just need to complete that 3rd word. So the first 2 words are Minecraft. What's the 3rd word? Type it into the comments, and one of you lucky viewers will be winning this brand new collection that launches at 8 o'clock tomorrow, which is worth $34.99. Absolutely, I mean, this is gorgeous. So please do make sure you join Mel and Stephanie tomorrow morning for that, because it is brilliant.
Can I just say 2 words?
Oh, go on.
Sospeso trasparante.
Oh, goodness me.
Boom.
Absolutely. Alongside that, it's a need. Now,
Right.
quickly, before we get back over to Mel, I need to show you these, because these, oh my goodness, these are
they're stunning.
outstanding. I mean, if you're anything like me and love a traditional Christmas, this is the one to go for. It's shop heirloom. You're going to get 60 different rice papers. And of course we call it rice papers, but it's up to you what you choose to print these onto. It could be onto your printable acetate, onto your cardstocks, onto your rice papers, onto your fabric transfer papers for your sublimations. Tons and tons that you can do with your downloads.
Imagine these on mugs.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Oh, we're not finished. Look at those.
There's more.
Look at
60 of them.
Face.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Oh, I love that face. Faces are really important though, aren't they? Because they show the personality. Look at that face.
Oh,
They're amazing, aren't they?
every single last detail.
Right, Diane will like this. So
Oh,
earlier
go on.
on I made a massive statement
Oh dear.
and said,
That's not like you.
not like me at all, to say what I think. I'm not buying any more Stamperia paper because ours are just as good. I know, Diane. And we've had people in the comments go, I'm going to sell all mine, then I can spend more money on highlight crafts. But honestly, I mean, I spend a fortune on Stamperia paper because I buy like 5 or 6 pads at a time. Even Katie's going like that. She was in the house during lockdown, there were piles of it, loved it. But this, for me, is as good. And sometimes you can get a paper that's over-designed. This still gives you room for that creativity, and I love it. And some of the things that we're coming out with now, I mean, they're just incredible. Absolutely incredible. And you know what? They are as good. I'm not going to say they're better because I love Stamperia, but they are as good. And you can choose what you print them on, when you print them, and as many as you want. So I don't need to buy 5 packs anymore to get my favourite 5 times. I can just get that and print it off as many times as I like. So yeah, it is beautiful. Right, shall we do a bit of vinyl? Because we've got a few minutes left. Right, so what I've done is I've taken the word anniversary, which is one of the phrases that's inside the machine's memory, and I've made it 15 millimetres high, so it's tiny. I've also then gone into my settings. I've gone down to page 2 and put half cut on, and I've put the half cut pressure back to auto because I'm going to let it do its thing. Now it knows now that the vinyl blade is in. Katie has assured me that they're on order from Brother. You can go to the product on the website and sign up for an email me when it's back in stock. So I would recommend you do that, and then as soon as it comes back in, you'll get an email from us to tell you, because it came back in last week and it went. I know. Right, so let's cut this. Now, because I'm using one of the specialist vinyls, I'm going to see if it needs a second cut, because sometimes it's slightly thicker, and I'd rather cut it twice gently than cut it once and then try and have to get the packing off because it hasn't done the half cut, because that's a pain in the neck. So let's press that, start. Now, the difference between the vinyl blade and this blade is night and day. It's super, super fine. Somebody's making Katie laugh because she's got a smile in her eyes. Are they not? Because you look like you're smiling. No. This is blinking brilliant, and the vinyl blade on this is absolutely tremendous. I mean, it's super, super, super fine. It was funny when they came out with the auto blade. I went to Manchester to see the guys from Brother, and the guys from Japan had flown over. And they showed me this auto blade, and I went, right, see if it'll cut 6mm snowflake. They went, sorry, what? So I said, see if it'll cut 6mm snowflake. And do you know what? It did. But the difference when you see it with the vinyl blade is black and white. It's absolutely tremendous. So if you do love vinyl, please get yourself on that wait list, because that's important. Right, let me just see if that's going to come out cleanly. Yes, it is. Look at that. Right, so we're going to, I know, Davina's selling, I tell you.
And Jane,
Jane,
you're all
they're all
at it.
selling the Stamperia papers to buy more of ours.
Can't blame you,
Brilliant
can we?
though, right? I know. It's a big statement from me, that.
Very big from
Right?
That's huge.
I know. Now then, you've also got that bit. Now, if you're careful, you can pick up the landlocked areas from in here and piece them back in, so you'll get a 2 for 1, which is always good. I like a 2 for.
Oh, we do.
But let's have a look at this. So this hook is going to go into those little areas, into the bin, and it clicks it off.
Easy.
Do you know what? It's brilliant, this little tool. Look at that. And then just literally poke it in. That's why it's so, so sharp. And then you just lift it out. Right, that is going back on there. If you get one of these with little bits of vinyl in.
Sign the bottom.
Sign the bottom.
Yeah.
With love from. Right, let's get some scissors on the job because we're going to lift this up with our transfer tape. Now, if you did get that deal that we had on some of the vinyl last week, that was a crazy, crazy deal. You will have got some of these high contact adhesive sheets, or transfer sheets, should I say. And we will try and get some in separately for you as well. Katie, will you put that on the list, please? Because we need to get one, and it needs to be a good one. So, because there are good ones and bad ones out there, let me tell you. There's one that I once put on the card and I couldn't even get it off.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, what's the point of that?
Oh dear.
Right, so you've got this little piece. Now you're going to use this over and over and over again. So we're going to press this down onto here. I'm going to go back into here. I'm going to get my little mini scraper because I can. And actually it's really chamfered at the end. So you're just going to burnish that down, okay? And then we're going to go in. You could go in with your hook again, or your reversible tweezers, because you get those in there. Look at this.
Oh wow.
Now roll it back. Don't lift it like that. Roll it back. That will give you the best chance of getting that off in one piece. And then if I just put this on here, so I'm going to position that there. Now, if anybody tells you ever that ScanNCut is just about cutting out boring basic shapes, tell them to watch this show, please. Honestly. And listen, you're never going to plug it in and do what I do, because I've been doing this day in, day out for 9.5 years, and I've enjoyed every single minute of it because it's blinking brilliant. If there was a better machine, I promised myself when I first started in TV 20 years ago that I wouldn't just jump from brand to brand, because that's not who I am as a person. If something better comes along, or something that's as good but less expensive, just saying, then I might jump ship. But there isn't, in my opinion, and it's just my humble opinion, there isn't a better cutting machine on the market, and there certainly isn't another one with a scanner built in. Look how incredible that is on vinyl. That's amazing. That's 1.5 centimetres high.
Davine has asked if we sell that roll of transfer. We don't. Will the Arteza one on the website do the same?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yes, it will.
I'll put a link in.
Absolutely. Anniversary. How amazing is that?
That's the level of detail is out of this world.
Foiled.
Doesn't it?
It does.
As if you'd done it with like the foiling pen.
Absolutely, Katie. But it's super, super, super fine. And I love the ScanNCut for that. Look how fine that swirl is on that A there. Look. And then the little bit where it loops round there. I'll tell you what, there aren't many machines that'll cut like that. That is phenomenal. So if you want a vinyl starter kit, please go onto the website, find the product, and just put your details in, and we can email you as soon as it's back in stock, because we don't like it when we have to miss out, do we?
Oh, no.
I know it's annoying. And just to show you, I know we are wrapping it. Wrap up. Oh. Putting a caveat in now. Wrap up.
Oh.
Oh, nice. Right, somebody might be treating themselves to a nesty egg.
How exciting.
That is exciting. I just want to show you the difference between the blades. So this one on the right is your regular auto blade, and look how fine that vinyl blade is. It's absolutely exceptional. And then on top of that, you can get your foiling kit and foil. You can get your calligraphy kit and draw with calligraphy. You can emboss. You can get a piercing kit. There's so many different things. And you know what? I used to work for a brand that just brought out a new machine because it was a different colour. I was like, why do I need a pink one and a blue one and a green one? Just give me the machine that works. This, honestly, is an absolute workhorse. And while this is doing all the boring bit, you're doing the crafting, which is even better. Right, my lovelies, it's time to say goodbye. I
Do
think.
we need to do our winner for the giveaway?
We do, absolutely. Who's going to win? Now, now check that out, right? A download that hasn't even launched yet, worth $34.99. We are doing it as a discounted price tomorrow, so make sure that you check it out at midnight.
Oh,
Michelle, oh, well done, Michelle.
Congratulations.
Keep an eye out for a message from us, my lovely, and we will get that download sorted out. Look at you, that's made your evening, isn't it? How fabulous is that? Right, we will see you, myself and Stephanie, tomorrow, bright and early at 8 o'clock with that brand new download. You have a lovely evening. Take care. Lots of love. Bye.